y'all, it's Brannygiz and I am back. Today I decided to do a demo showing you a foundation that I ordered from Sephora online. I ordered it on Sunday and I received it on Wednesday, so I figured I'd come to you and do a demo. It's the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful-Look 24-Hour Foundation. This is it right here. When I initially seen it in the box, I was like, it is so small, but it's a 1.08 fluid ounce of product, 32 milliliters, and this is my finger, so just note. Or maybe I could do something like my Becca Primer. This is my Becca Primer against this here bad boy. So as you can see, this is a small product. So I don't want to judge, so I'm just going to start with opening the package, and here it is right here. It's plastic and it houses the product, and you just twirl it and it comes like so with the top. Okay, so I'm going to get started and apply this foundation just the way I would any other foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color correct underneath my eyes because I have dark circles. I'm going to take this Smashbox. It's a, I believe it's like a corrector stick, and it's like almost to the nub, but I'm going to use it up until it's almost gone. I want to do it around my mouth area because it's a little dark. Now that I color correct, I'm just going to apply the Becca in the areas of where I get oily, and that is basically my T-zone, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. We're going to go in, and I guess I'll use this NYX brush on one side and probably this Real Techniques, I think it's the Diamond Blender, on the other side. So I'm going to place this on my face on one side so that you can see how it applies. And I think a little bit goes a long way, so I think I'm a little bit generous. And I want to, let me spray this. And here we go. I wasn't quite sure what shade I was. I was just taking a wild guess. At first I was like, am I 420? Because the girl on here looks like she's pretty much my complexion. And then I think 2 days later, I think C. Janine had uploaded a video showing her doing her demo. Okay, so I think it's looking pretty decent. I was like, okay, that looks pretty good. So I think this is a good match. One application. Okay, so I'm going to finish up. I was going to do the Beauty Blender, but I think I'm going to just use this brush. Okay. And a little bit around my mouth area. Okay, so far the foundation is a good match, but we're going to finish up the makeup and everything and let the makeup set and see how it turns out, because sometimes your foundation can oxidize. I picked up 2 concealers from Revolution. One is in the shade C13 and this one is in C12, so I think I'm going to go with C12. I've heard a lot of great things about it, so let's put it to the test. I noticed with this foundation that it really dried kind of quickly, so I would advise you guys to work quickly with the foundation. Alright, so now that I conceal with that Revolution concealer, I am going to go in with this Soft Focus from Black Radiance, and it's a finishing powder. So I'm going to apply this with a Real Techniques brush, a contour brush. I'm going to apply that under my eyes. Not bad. Okay. For my last haul, I picked up the True Complexion contour palette. This is also from Black Radiance, and it is the medium to dark. And I'm going to use this to contour with. So I'm going to use this brush and dip it in both sides. Next is MAC's Coppertone blush. Swirl it, tap it. For highlight, I'm going to use the Master Chrome, and it's in Molten Gold. I just dip my brush in there real lightly. And this brush is from this brush is from Anastasia. Alright, so I'm going to finish up my face and I will be back with the finished look. Hello, so I'm back and this is the final look. I just did the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful-Look 24-hour foundation, broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF of 25. This is the packaging that it comes in, and I did not mention, but I am in the shade Tan Y480. That's it right there. And on Sephora's website, it retails for $46. They have about 29 shades to choose from, so I'm sure you can find a shade that matches you. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. And when I first received this package, I was looking at it and it looked really small, but when I read it, it says it's 1.08 fluid ounce of product. And if I get a foundation, I'll grab this one right here. This is Maybelline 24-hour foundation. I'm in the shade Warm Sun, and this right here, if you haven't seen a review that I did on it, don't forget to find that video somewhere. Hopefully I can link it. But yeah, like I was saying, this has 1.0 fluid ounce of product. Most foundations does. Even though the packaging is small, they still give you 0.8 fluid ounce of more product. When I applied this foundation to my face, it felt lightweight on the skin. It wasn't heavy at all. It doesn't feel cakey or anything. I didn't even smell a fragrance, so that was just a plus. It went on really smoothly, but I noticed that when you are buffing it in the skin, you have to work really quickly because it dries, and it gives you a matte finish. I wore it today to work, and so far, I don't know, I have to wear it one more day. I wore it today to work, and it is really lightweight, and it's like, it gives you a natural look. You won't look overly done, and that's one thing that I noticed. I can still see my moles / freckles going on, peeking through, which isn't a bummer for me or anything, because I don't know, I like that look. I like full coverage foundations, but some full coverages are too much. When I initially applied the Maybelline, I kind of got turned off because of the full coverage, but I changed the primer and I used a lighter hand, and it worked out for me. Because now for the concealer, it did blend right in with the concealer. This is from Revolution, and this is the Kiss Conceal and Define. It's a full coverage concealer, and I was told that this was a dupe for the I think it was the Shape Tape, and this was $7 at my Ulta, but you know, you can use a coupon and save. So back to the Marc Jacobs. This is a $46 foundation, so that's really pricey, like I said, and it has 29 shades. It is a it's a light to medium coverage. It's not a full coverage foundation, so if you have a lot of, you know, blemishes and hyperpigmentation going on, you might want to steer clear from this foundation. To me, I wore this foundation to work, and as far as me being an oily girl, it works well. It works well. I did have to blot, like, I want to say twice, and that's because I was working. At one point I had on my sweater and I was just, you know, hot. But it all depends on what kind of primer you use. I made sure that I used a primer from Becca, and it worked really well. Like I said, this caters to sensitive skin. It caters to all skin types, I believe, from oily combination to dry to sensitive, and it gives a natural finish. And as far as the SPF is concerned, it is SPF of 25, so be mindful of that. And it says it's innovative medium buildable foundation, and it's a 24-hour wear. I will not be testing this out on today, and it's the first to hit the market, which is flashback free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to okay, so they said that this foundation is flashback free. Let me test it out. I don't even have the flash on. Let's try the flash. Okay, I don't like that picture. Let's see. So, if you can see that, no flashback, but I'm looking a little crazy, but that's okay. You guys get my point. And the last thing that I wanted to know is, why was it called Shameless? And I looked on the website, and it says that Shameless liquid foundation also beautifies from the inside out, and it has skincare benefits. So it contains phenomenal hydration, and it also has snow mushroom, which is known for its impressive ability to hold on to water. I don't know anything about snow mushroom. I'm not really into all of that. I just know that once I apply it to my face, and if it looks good, it's all good with me. But I want it to look good. I want it to hold up, and I don't want it to embarrass me. You know, I don't want it to start creasing and going into my fine lines and all of that stuff. So overall, the foundation is, how much was this foundation? Is pretty pricey. It's $46, and I don't want to convince anybody to go out and get it and spend their hard-earned money on this foundation if they don't have to. In my opinion, it is a okay foundation. It is not something that just knocked my socks off or had me shook, as they say. It's a pretty decent foundation. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have to pass on this one because it didn't wow me. If you use the Color Stay, if you use the Maybelline Super Stay foundation, or like something like your Fenty would do, I think this even works better than the Marc Jacobs, in my opinion. And as far as a little higher end, I would even use Fenty, and it looks well and it blends in. This right here, in my opinion, is a okay foundation, but it just didn't wow me. So I think I'm gonna have to pass on this one. Sorry. Alright, my love, so with that being said, I am going to end this video, and I'll thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this. And that's about it.